Yo, what is going on, guys? Godrekton here, bringing you a commentary. So, this is gonna be a bit of a different commentary series. Recently, I've been trying to figure out what type of content I've been wanting to make on my channel. While I do have a lot of guide type stuff in the making, I do want to kind of produce some consistent content. And with that, I wanted to make some commentaries, and I've been trying to make some commentaries recently on various accounts, but the problem with the commentaries is that the game quality is a bit low. There's a lot of people AFK in games. It's either me stomping or the game's just being lost from champ select. There's a lot of variables that are kind of stopping me from being able to record basic commentaries. And I also want to ask you guys a question before I start this video. Do you guys mind if I was to record from a lower elo account? Because the thing is with me, as I'm trying to get back into commentaries, trying to do it on my main account isn't easy. So I feel like when it comes to my main, I will be doing these type of commentaries right here, which is like a VOD review. A VOD review is so I'm able to go over my game, tell you guys what I did good, what I did bad, and kind of just to give you insight on what my thought process is. So yeah, let me know how you feel about doing these two type of commentaries. At the moment, with me wanting to get back into video creation, I do want to just make, you know, simpler videos, stuff that isn't exactly too hard for that type of consistent content. So here we are with a VOD review. So let me guys sorry, I can't speak. Let me know what you guys think about this type of video. But yeah, let's get into it. So this is my main account currently. I have I think I'm D3, D2 MMR at the moment. Haven't had the best placement game, so this was a game where I did play a lot better than I have been recently. I kind of add that because I stream a lot of my games, and every time I stream, I just never play good. But this game was off stream, and I played pretty well, and this is why I'm kind of doing the commentary. Akali is a matchup where it's basically very RNG, as in the better the Akali player, the harder the matchup is. This player wasn't too bad, but they were very exploitable. And a lot more recently, I've been developing a playstyle against this, Akali's, and I've had a lot of success. As you can see here, I have Ignite already. I like Ignite a lot because it gives me a lot of lane pressure. When you're playing with junglers like Elise, Talia, anything that has an early game, this allows you to just get lane dominance. Akali can't really think of just stepping up and trying to push the lane in. She has to consider my Ignite and my damage, and also my jungler too. So Ignite for the early game gives me a huge presence on the map, at least topside for my jungle to take crab, and for us to fight in river and stuff like that. So I like Ignite a lot for my playstyle. I do like taking ghosts as well, but it is a summoner I'm currently learning. But yeah, let's get on with the game then. So level 1, it's always important to watch your jungle. So I ran here. Usually you can also run here as well, just to watch the buff. But because we saw Olaf here, I kind of just stood in this bush, just in case if anything happened. Let me change the camera like this. So he wards the pixel brush, we get XP. This is really good for us. Getting that XP early means I can get level 2 off the first wave pretty quickly, allowing me to be a lot more aggressive in the lane. Yeah, I'm continuing to watch my buff here. I probably should have moved down here realistically because Elise decided to go down here. Sometimes the junglers are just crazy and they just try and walk in and take your buff. So it's kind of important just standing here for the most part. Especially if you know where the enemy jungler is already, which he was here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much anyways. Alright, let's speed this up. So level 1, I typically take Q. I like being able to weave back and forth like this right here, away from her Qs. So when I'm at the start of the lane, I kind of practice this movement just so I get in the flow of it. Because it is very important, just doing this little stutter stepping, because I can kind of step out of the Qs like this. Because I did that, I just stepped out of the Q range here. So it is very important to do that movement. I'm not too scared of a damage. I'll try to Q now, get a bone plating. A lot of people are typically scared of Akali, level 1. But they have no reason to really be scared of her because she doesn't have too much damage. And because you're going to be queuing back at her, you're going to be getting your health back and also winning the trade. Yeah, we auto queue there. I could have been a little bit more aggressive here because I did get level 2 before her. So I could have been postured in a way of being able to get like an all-in here with like, I could take W second, start walking down to a tower, or I can take E and still do a really good trade and force off the minion wave. Yeah, we kind of played a bit slower here. So at the moment, Elise is pathing up towards top side. Initially, she pinged she was coming top, so I started slow pushing the wave in case she was going to get like some kind of dive or something like that, but I don't think it ended up happening at all. Or like her intentions kind of like remove that way of thinking. So right now, I see that she's here. I thought she was going to come over here and I'll get ready to trade, but it turns out she just placed the ward and walked off. I didn't see that at the time. She could have been walking here, and we could have got a flash. Like she would have walked up, maybe landed a cocoon, I get like a W off. Or at least we get flash. Like flash would be huge here, but she decided to walk towards Olaf's jungle. Now, what I'm doing here is called a cheetah recall. A cheetah recall is where you slow push the first 2 waves and then you fast push the last wave on a cannon. Meaning you can get her back here while your opponent's still catching the minion wave. When they kill this, they can't just recall because the minion wave will freeze here. Basically, slow pushing towards my side, giving me a free like way to freeze the lane. So right now, I recall for another longsword. Akali has to shove in these waves, so she has to like overstay here, which is actually really good for me. And when I play with Ignite, I typically kill a lot of people doing this strategy. So yeah, I buy control ward, a longsword, gives me a lot of damage. Some people like to play defensive and get like a Doran's blade. I'm not really into that. I think I had enough gold actually, but I just like getting that longsword. So we see Olaf now. Because Akali's slow pushing in the wave and she can't make it to the river, this gives us a free kill on Olaf here. So we're starting to like walk up, getting ready to trap him at Scuttle Crab. Rumble's coming up too. And then there we go, we get a kill. That easy. And we also kill Echo now too. I could have flashed for that to be greedy, but it's really not worth. Like, I should not need to waste my summoners there. 2 kills would be insane though if I got that, but it really doesn't matter. But you see what I did though? Because I slow pushed this wave in, Akali could not make it to the river fight, meaning that we had a huge numbers advantage, and I had like my back and my like extra longsword, giving me more power in the skirmish here. So we pick up a free kill on Olaf, and we get a free kill on Echo as well. So right now, top side is pretty doomed for the enemy team, just because of the way I played that. Akali ward's here. I wait a second because she might Q me as I'm walking back, creating a very awkward like situation. I put my control ward down now too. The EQ to get a W. All I'm looking for in this lane is I'm going to see how she uses her abilities. I'm going to E in, Q, see if she like puts a shroud down, and then I'm going to disengage. That's all I need to do. If I'm a bit stronger and have more fury, I can stay in the shroud and wait for her to Q again, so I can get my W ready. But typically I'm just playing it a bit slow. I'm just kind of like testing the waters, seeing what she does. There we go. So we have a freeze right here now. But instead I go for the all-in. A little bit short of the all-in. I was thinking about flash queuing here, but my Q was on a 2-second cooldown. And I don't think... I mean, possibly I killed that actually. But I don't think I end up being in range for the auto attack, so I end up missing the kill. Just about. Yeah, sometimes you have to like do things to see if you can like, you know, get it's like high risk, high reward. But here's the next thing though. Akali disrespected me here. My W was coming up. I'm walking into her like this. I'm kind of baiting the fact that I might go in or not. And then I decide to auto the minion to think that I'm ignoring her. Then I just flash while looking this way. Get my W off and then I just disengage. That easy. I think she thought that I flashed over here or something. But yeah, we kept our flash, luckily, just for that kill. So because we didn't blow it here, we ended up getting a kill top lane, and that's, you know, it's a really good situation to be in. She misses the minion wave. I get more gold. Like, how much gold do I have now? I have 1,300 gold. Like, I'm just so fed right now. Like, they really can't do anything to me. We get a TP from Akali. Bot lane's pushed in. I buy my Dirk and boots and a control ward. So, you might ask me, for like the newer viewers, why do you have a Dirk here? I'm a full AD Renekton player. I always go Prowler's Claw every game just because I think it's the best item on Renekton. At least for snowballing and hard carrying games. Godrekton kind of lacks that because the item components don't really give burst. It's more of a team-based playstyle where I'm supposed to tank the damage and then play for my ADC. But my mindset is like, if my ADC is behind and I'm trying to do that playstyle, I'm not really going to be saving them. They're going to die and do no damage. Now, if I'm ahead, I can kill the enemy threat, whether it's mid lane, ADC, jungle, whatever it is that can one-shot my team, I can kill that before it one-shots my team. So, really, I'm doing a big favor doing this as well. At the end of the day, it depends on what type of player you are, but for me, I like to just hard, like, snowball games. I like to have that damage so I can carry fights, I can kill people, and then from that we can get dragons, camps, like towers, like, etc, etc. So that's kind of my playstyle to describe it. I just go full AD because it gives me so much power, like snowballing power. Now right here, I kind of get a bit ambitious and I take a little bit too much damage there. I don't need to do that. While Akali is 1 death, she's still very strong. Like, the champion is just very broken. My movement could have been a little bit better there to avoid the extra Q. We have a freeze going here, and we can also fight if she's onto me, which she does here. So I go for the all-in, and we just kill Akali like that. I always find it funny, like, a lot of people try to, like, keep poking, like, the lion. Like, they keep doing this, and then they just, like, end up getting, like, you know, mauled, like, killed. Like, I don't know why they do it. It's pretty funny. Like, they don't respect the fact that I'm, like, this fed, so they go for, like, these stupid trades and then end up dying. So it's a really good thing about Renekton. Like, once you learn the limits of your champion, you could kind of bait these scenarios where you can trick the enemy into thinking that you're going to disengage, but then you just go in and murder them. I could have killed Olaf there, I'm pretty sure. Like, after I did this combo, in my head, I thought I could have killed him. If I did, like, auto W, then Q cancel, I'd definitely kill Olaf. He has no way of getting away from me. But I just didn't expect him to be that squishy. If I looked at his items sooner, I probably would have realized, but I didn't see them till after. We're going to push one more wave in. We're going to get to that Prowler's Claw as fast as possible. Build Fury up from my Q so I can one-shot the wave. Now, I'll walk the wave in here because Akali could freeze under a turret, or like just like here. So I always want to push the wave in because I never want to give my opponent that chance to get a lead over me. Like with Renekton, you really can't be making any mistakes or give any type of like lead to the enemy. Whether it's CS, like vision, kills, like anything really. I never want to be giving that because my playstyle is very dependent on shutting down my laner and then roaming the map to abuse my lead. So on that back, I buy Caulfields and a longsword. Like, if I have enough gold, I'll just buy a longsword here. I'm not going to wait the full Prowler's Claw because I just want damage. Like, damage is what's going to help me just destroy my lane even harder. Right now, I'm setting a freeze here. She has more minions on her side, so I can like end up freezing it and denying CS. It's not going to fully freeze because of the way the minion wave was, but I can still deny CS and XP. Empowered Ether, get some damage, I bait her ult. And just like that, now Akali can't do anything. My bot gets a triple kill. Very fortunate scenario there. Because usually I've been having a lot of bad bot lanes recently, so I often end up losing because of my bot, so I'm kind of grateful for this game that I was able to have a good bot lane. So right now, what I can look for here is I have like just under 40 Fury. I can like RW or... Yeah, like I have to R here so I can get my empowered W. RWQ and then like maybe look for a one-shot, but I play it slow here instead. I want to see what she does first. I want to bait her Shroud out. I want to bait her E. I want to get all this stuff that can like help her survive. And then I'm going to look for the dive. So that's my thought process here. I'm just kind of looking for that moment to let her waste her stuff. And even if I can't kill her and I'm wasting her like abilities, I can push her off the wave so she can't get any gold. So right now I'm just like kind of walking up to her. Now I'm pathing a little bit more towards me. I try and go for a one shot here, but it doesn't really work. I think she had bone plating. Let me have a look. Yeah, her bone plating came up. That's why she lived there. If I auto-E'd an Ignite, I would have killed her, but a Shroud kept her hidden there. It's fine though. Doing this is fine because we chunk her out, and my boy Rumble's here, and he's just gonna like finish off the Akali. Very huge moment for my team. Now, Rumble being fed, he pushes Olaf off the Krugs. I shove the wave in. Brilliant scenario. Like, they're losing so much from this. Ideally, Elise should be going towards mid now, but she goes towards her blue. She's not looking at, like, what's going on mid here. Like, she should go mid, collect the wave, and then take a blue buff. We didn't lose too much anyways. Rumble's going back towards mid now. I take another plating. Looking for the back now off this wave. So I can get my Prowler's Claw. And there we go. So we nearly have the tower now. We have a sizable CS advantage. This is like a dream scenario for Renekton here. Just having like all this like lead early. Like CS, kills, vision, the platings. Like we have so much going on here. As I'm walking back to lane here, I am looking bot. So I'm pinging the summoners. I did ping Olaf too, but they kind of ignored it. This is crazy here. Look how he gets out. How does he get out there, really? Like, wow. He should not have escaped. So on my back, also by plated steel caps for that team. You have a lot of auto attackers here with Senna, Olaf, Akali. It still works with a passive, so it is very worth to get the steel caps here. Echo auto too, like, it's pretty beneficial to take. It just means that there's no way that she can kill me. Merc treads aren't really needed here. I really don't give a fuck about her. And then we go for the kill. I didn't need to ignite there, but I didn't know if she would just like ult out like on like 5 health or something. Like I'll tilt from that. So I ended up using the ignite there and then getting the kill. Olaf tries to challenge us and we just kill him. He misses cleaver. Or axe, I mean, and we just kill him like that. Now we're taking tower. It's kind of worth to kill him here, I think, because no one gets the XP like from that point. I put Olaf even more behind so he tilts, and I force a teleport here. So in the end, it actually works out pretty well just to flash. So what do we do now? We take our first tower. What is next? This is what you have to ask yourself when you're playing the game. What is next? We take tower. Now what? Dragon spawning. Bot tower still stands. With Akali trying to get back into the game here and like trying to shove the wave out with no TP, We have to abuse this by going bot side now. And that's kind of my intentions here. I'm going to recall. I'm going to start building my Blair Rune King because I just think it's insane, my build I do at the moment. So much damage I'm getting. Running towards that dragon before Olaf does and their team maybe. So we pick up the dragon now. Rumble kind of pushes in like this. I don't know why he did that. It was very greedy of him. Our bot lane's also fighting at this moment, so we take the dragon. Do kill the Olaf here too. I'm looking bot, so I see that their team is low. Oh, down. My ankles are getting broken. So yeah, they're overextended. Alistar gets a beautiful EQ, and I get a beautiful double kill. Really well played. So in this moment, I ping top lane. Whenever you're on the opposite side of the map, and your teammates are in base, ping them to go top lane, because you don't want the enemy top lane again, these free Platons, and like all this free CS coming in. And there's no point me like backing here just to go there. So for like tempo purposes, I want either my mid or my bot lane to run up and just catch the wave. Because it just means we get more like resources that way. And we also like deny her from getting any more platings, rather than me having to like just go top. So yeah, I stay bot here, I collect the turret. I think I get one more wave here too. Yeah, I get one more wave and I look for the recall. Drop a ward down. Actually, no, I don't. I actually collect the camp here. I'm just kind of taking away their resources because the more gold I have, the stronger I am. I want to make sure I'm putting their jungle behind. So we start recalling here. I was waiting in case Soraka like pathed down, but she ended up just like disappearing. So what's next? We want to just continue split pushing bot lane. Like after a while, when you're like this fed and your team's like in this position where they're sieging mid, you just want to go bot lane because it's just best to be away from everyone else. Going top lane, I'm not really a fan of this personally. So whenever I get the chance, I just go bot lane straight away. Because I just like being away from everyone. So again, I am pinging top lane too, just so they're not getting free resources. It's very important to use your pings like this. Like, if you can ping properly in your games, you're going to prevent a lot of outcomes from happening. So with that ping, I'm preventing my enemy top laner from just scaling. My mid laner comes in to collect the wave, so he's also just like, you know, kind of trading in resources. So we'll just have like a tempo advantage from doing that. Right now, I'm pinging bot so I can get like a kill. Neko, he flashes. My Rumble dies top lane, which is a bit unfortunate, but because of that, we ended up getting mid and bot towers, which is really good. Where are the times? There we go. Right now I'm pathing towards top because I realize that Rumble can't really compete with Akali. I mean, originally I thought Akali 1v1'd the Rumble, but I guess that didn't end up happening. Yeah, we have plenty of time for... I'll just show up a second. Let's watch that again. Yeah, like, I had plenty of time just to, like, take waves top lane and stuff. Like, we have under 2 minutes, like, for me to just push and get more gold. Now, I'm so far ahead, no one can kill me. I put my control ward down just in case someone comes. Akali decides to, you know, say, fuck you, Renekton, not respect me. I do this combo and just eliminate her. Like, she really can't do anything to me. And as you see here too, I have a Dirk. So in this game, I kind of experimented going Ghostblade third. And I have to say, I kind of like it. And I think I'll be doing that a lot more when I am this far ahead. But if there is games where I need to build health, I'll probably get a Cleaver third instead. But for the purpose of this game though, I'm pretty far ahead, so I went Ghostblade just so I can be a little bit more mobile. Olaf tries to challenge me, and we just one-shot him. From that we take tower. Pushing towards another tower here. And then we reset. Dragon spawning in 40 seconds. So now I'm trying to get the raptors and I'm walking towards bot here, I think. Get that recall for Ghostblade, Ruby, Control Ward, and running bot. It's all about tempo here. Like, I got a pretty good back here, so by the time I do get here, like, we're already on the dragon. Or well, I should be at least, but... When I saw the Akali top here, I was like, fuck it. Like, they can't fight us here at all. I'm just going to push bot lane because we should definitely get this now. With how we're postured on the objective. So this game's pretty much a done deal. And while it is like a bit of a stomp, I just thought I would like kind of include the Akali matchup on how I play it. Because it usually is a stomp when I'm playing against it. Until maybe I'm like playing in high elo again, so yeah. Next we're taking the top inner. I'm just speeding up a little bit now because not too much is happening. We're kind of just winning the game based off our like macro here. One shot Soraka. I love doing that combo. Like with Prowler's Claw, if you can like Prowler WRQ someone, you're one-shotting always. Like, it's so like deadly. So deadly. Alright, this is pretty unlucky here. I got a little bit too ambitious there. Yeah, now we just start ending the game, and that's pretty much it for the matchup in the game itself. Kind of fucking around a little bit here. I'm trying to end the game because I don't want a situation where like we get ace, they get Baron, we continue to keep throwing, and then like they end up ending the game. Like, it happens way too much in Diamond, so I just try and end the game when I can. But yeah, that is basically the game. I think I played a pretty good game here. Like, I had perfect CS, I dominated my lane, I played macro pretty good, and like tempo. Like, I just played the game pretty well. And it's something I haven't been doing a lot lately, so it's kind of good to like go over it and kind of tell you guys how I did it. But yeah. In another view though, in the Akali matchup, I could have grabbed a Hex Shrinker early, because they also do have a AP mid lane, but again, if I'm fed, I'm going to keep building towards my carry items, because Renekton with Prowler's Claw is just insane. Like, you know, check out Romanium, 3-in-1 Warrior, Tata, like all these guys, like all Prowler's Claw abusers such as myself. So definitely check those guys out because they are like really good Renekton players. And they will do the same things I'm doing here with mechanics and just the way we play the game. But yeah, though, that's kind of how I play the matchup. The key, the way we really won this was because of the slow push into the river fight, I feel like. So if you can like kind of master this and understand like what it's doing for your team, you're always going to be winning the game with it. Like just slow push, cheater recall into like river fight or something for Crab. Like, it just worked out super well there, and I think that's kind of like what won me the game here. As well as my decision to roam bot lane too, like at that one point. But yeah, that's basically the video. So I hope this teach you guys a few things. Hope my commentary wasn't too bad either. I am trying to improve on this, so I kind of hope it gets better as I produce more videos of like this caliber. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.